आमी लोकसभाच्या निवडणुकीचे आवाजान आसा आनी आमी सद्याक बाणावली आसा आनी बाणावली जेन्ना आमी आसा तेन्ना आमी हिंगा येवन मेवले कावेलोसी विलेज पंचायतीचे सरपंच बाब डिक्सन बाब थँक्यू व्हेरी मच फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल तुमी आमकां तुमचो वेळ दिलो म्हणून. ह्या दिसांनी लोकसभाचो आवाज आसा आनी फाटल्या दीस पळयत जाल्यार कॅन्डिडेट्स हिंगा थिंगा भोंवत आसा आनी तितूंतले BJPचे कॅन्डिडेट काल तुमकां येवन मेवली. कितें आसा एक्झॅक्टली आनी कितें सांगलें वॉट इज द सिनारियो of Lok Sabha in your panchayat area?
First of all, South parliamentary seat is very prestigious and sadak it has been retained by the Congress. Kal amka amche BJP candidate Pallavi Dempo, it was very nice of her to come in our village and at least meet us and we could interact with her. सो आमी आमची कामां जी CRZची जावं आमचे ट्युरिजम रिलेटेड म्हणजे आमचे एड्युकेशन्स दे आर पायनियर इन एड्युकेशन इन स्पोर्ट्स आमचे क्लबाचे आनी आमचे स्कूल वी हॅव put down a few things which we need if she get elected. These are our major things we should be looking forward to ask her help, and I think it was a very good interactive and she listened to the other people also, and now let us see what will be the results.
फाटल्या दिसांनी काल पल्लवी मेळ्ळे फाटल्या दिसांनी BJPचा मायनॉरिटी हेडूय तुमकां आमदार जोशुआय मेळ्ळलो सो तेन्नाय मागीर हीच चर्चा जाल्ली कितें जाल्लें एक्झॅक्टली?
See, as a Sarpanch, people are coming to meet you and of course I know most of the political leaders and it is always nice to come and interact. But Joshua as a minority, national minority leader, he had come. And so why minorities are not voting for BJP. So I have given my opinion. I see there are certain things which are affecting the minority because the way their party is portraying. Certain things I have brought, like example I told him that आमकां एक fear आसा जे minority कितें एक दिसता की बाबा आमचे आड येतले आमचे कितें तरी एक we should feel little bit insecure, such as I told them like पळय शिवाजी म्हणटा तो सदांच आहा. We have learned about Shivaji. Suddenly some fringe element comes and raise those slogans and create some disturbance. So that is the time where our chief minister must stand in and Baba Pai Binaka, I am a chief minister of all over Goa. I am the prime minister of all India and such things are not tolerated. So basically these are the things which are creating a fear in the minority. So example I have told him also, what example Sankwad. कोण 4 जाण येता थिंगा सांकवाडे आनी म्हणटा हो आमगे सांकवाडचे पाद्रीचे वाज आहलो थिंगा आपणांगलो जागो आनी हिंगा टेंपल आहलें. Those people are creating problem unnecessarily. I think that is the time that chief minister and the current government must stand up and must make sure that these such things are not tolerated. So this I have expressed him and I even told him there was, I don't know if you know that one guy called Mutalik from Mangalore. He used to come in when during Parikar's time. तो अशें कोत्तालो येतालो गोंया आपूण अशें कोत्तालो तशें कोत्तालो Valentine Day बंद कोत्तालो. So Parikar, who he stood at that time and as a chief minister he banned him not to come to Goa and still his ban is continued. So we looked upon Parikar as somebody who is protecting everybody. So these are the things which we are very much concerned. आमचे धर्म आमची लोक आमची अपेक्षा आसा की हो सरकार आमकां एक प्रोटेक्शन दितलो. I am not saying that this government is doing, but these fringe elements which are creating this unnecessarily trouble must be strict dealtly.
So you spoke all these things to Joshua?
I spoke to him and because he came and he was asking why minorities are apprehensive, why to vote for BJP. So these are the general views.
So Benaulim पळयत जाल्यार overall आनी जेन्ना आमी सालसेत म्हणटा which has been during Lok Sabha or Assembly or Congress Bastion, how is the situation there?
See, situation is just today, few hours ago, the Congress have announced the candidate. Now the full circle is ready. We have 3 candidates which is of the Congress, and one from the BJP and from the RGB parties. So I think people have made up their mind already. Most of the people have made up their mind. And you know, as Benaulim is a Congress bastion from years, but they expect that to get the lead. But I, as a Sarpanch, I have to say that there is BJP, the new candidate as a lady. I think she is well presentable, and I think it is up to her how she would put up her case. Amka voters as a how to attract the votes. And basically Congress, they know that this is basically is their seat, and I think Congress will always have an edge in this Benaulim constituency. But things are different. People are looking at two perspectives. One is on development, where BJP have done a lot of development. Infrastructure, as you can see that during their tenure, we have seen a lot of infrastructure is done, like example bridges and all those things, roadways, networks and all, good institution buildings, there are a lot of changes. And versus the Congress, what they are offering. So we expect Captain Viriato and his party, the Congress party, to see what they have to offer. And I think it's up to the people. There are always like 20% called swing voters, undeciders. So they will make a big difference in this coming election.
But as a Sarpanch, as a future candidate, where do you see yourself?
See, my Atkizala Kenzel in South Goa, what happened is we have always been taken for granted. We have always taken for granted because amka e party naka tomanis jai, tomanis naka ti party jai. So somehow we have been used Benaulim constituency as a joker. So amcho MLA, amcho amdar kedna's ruling anna. From 1999, you see Benaulim people, no one constituency, amka government job na kon lokak. We are always asking to the current government, amka endi, please the endi. As pai, amji halat pai. We have the coastal belt, which is the highest revenue in tourism, but we don't have those facilities because we need somebody in the government to fight, not to fight for us, but get us our due respect and development.
Don't you think that then तुमचा आमदार असा तो तुका फाईट करता तुमचा फॉर्मर चीफ मिनिस्टर असा चर्चा जाल्या मग तो गव्हर्नमेंटा कडच्यान आपण थोडी कामां करून हाडिना.
See, कितें जाला, we are a modern politician. आतां कितें करताय, थोडे दिसांनी तुवें नांव काडलें तें बहीण घालताय. कितें म्हणटाय, पळय थिंग वचनाका म्हणटा, एक भुरग्या भशेन पळय काडूक आहा थिंग वचनाका, कोण आहा
कोण सांगता काव का म्हणून.
आनी दुसरे पाट कितें म्हणटाय, तो दुसरो कितें म्हणटा, आपणाक गेलो बहुजन समाज, तो आपणागे फ्रेंड आनी म्हणटा भियोयता, तूं कशें करतलो तशें करतलो, आनी आपूण वचून आपणागे काम करून घेता.
कोण म्हणटा तूं?
दुसरो आहा तो म्हणटा BJP बरो न्हू आनी कितें बरो न्हू, बट फायनली चीफ मिनिस्टर बरयताय, आपणी कामां करून घेताय.
कोणाचें उलयता तूं?
I am talking about what you asked for, current MLA and the previous MLA is what I am saying. So they are all portraying that that particular party is not good. But finally, who is helping us is the current government. So my question is that we should leave aside petty politics and we should get our development.
You mean to say when you leave aside petty politics, means all three of you all should come together on one platform?
See, Benaulim need development. Benaulim amcha lokak jobs hai. Benaulim beach, Kolwa beach, we are always using this as iconic beach. But what is the situation there is very bad. Amcha tourism down zala kitako. We don't have infrastructure. Aiz amcha the Kolwa fishermen atancha issue asa. See, because every time they say we are in opposition, every time they are saying, but tum khabaras pa tum opposition utle mono, tum kon ditlo 25 seats. The two parties which can get 25 seats is Congress or BJP. There is no other option, no. So they are using us all the time, and they are this time you have to vote for us. Purshaki ami opposition utta, kam konagi utta, amche lokachi. आमगे लोकांक जॉब खंय दुसरे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन पळय मरे.
This has been काम करून in the last 2 years.
See, he is
आमदार opposition रावन झगडी करून.
See, this is up to the people how you see development.
How do you see current MNA's work?
It's only two years now. Still a lot of time is there. Title begin then Zaina. It takes some time for thing, but I have to see that I think in next 1 year's time we have to make the assessment because finally it takes some time to get development. But as you see, the current government have done a lot of roads. We have been very fortunate because we have got all the star hotels. So top VIP leaders are coming. So आमच्या रस्ते बरे जाता, लायटीची काम जाता. So every time somebody comes, then it sak जाता. ना जाल्यार काय ना.
सो एज एन एम एल ए प्रेझेंट एम एल एन काम केल्या तुझे एज अ सरपंच तुझ्या विलेज पंचायतीन
ना आमचे काही ना सद्याक we have given a lot of work so far. There is nothing much I can say it has been done, but in progress. So let us see, let us wait for a year to see, because you must give some time for before I make any judgment. But currently we work with this current government. We need to get our work done. There is a lot of funds we are getting in the panchayat to utilize for various, like in health, sanitation, transportation, tourism related. So we get a lot of
So
support.
when you say current government, that means you will support the current candidate.
See, supporting is my personal view, and as a sarpanch is different. See, people have different views.
So what is your personal view and your sarpanch view?
See, personal view, what happened? We are basically a Congress people, and we are Congress is always, but now time na aata. Now Congress is not, it is represented by Aam Aadmi Party. So we cannot say that full.
It's an India alliance.
See, there is nothing called India Alliance. It is all leaders who create it. Leaderang, it is up to leaders. You see, after election, where are the leaders? See, I am there where there is development. 100% we have to see what they have to offer to us. Definitely, as I said, this is a Congress, Benaulim is a Congress, and I think majority of people are very much, they are with the party which will take them forward. So I think basically what I want to say is development and security, safety. See, this is a national election. This is the national election of the country. It has nothing to do with much with Goa. You have to see, when I see the politics, I look at international policies, national security, how the unemployment, what the central government. So I think basically we have to see what is the difference between two different parties. And I think people have already decided. I think it's just a matter of time, come 7th June, and they will cast their vote.
Where will the Sarpanch be, Cavelossim? With the BJP candidate, when you talk about the government development, or with the Congress candidate or RG candidate?
See, as a Sarpanch, I cannot say that I will be with particular party because I have my reservations. As I said to you, BJP is the party which is in the government, who is ruling the state of Goa. To get our work, we need to work with them as well. Also the Congress party, they have done a lot of work in Goa. We cannot, whatever is since liberation, the party has done, and we have a lot of sympathizers. So it is, let us see. I think we have to see both sides. I cannot tell you where Dixon will be and where Sarpanch will be. It is because my panchayat is it's a mix. I'm running a panchayat with a lot of people who are belonging to different parties also. So it will be not wise to say that I am particular at one place at this time.
You want to keep your cards close to your heart.
Definitely. I am going with development. I want to make sure that development is the key, because as I said to you, our Benaulim constituency has been suffered a lot. Last 20 years, you can see, आमचं कोणाकडे लोकांकडे गव्हर्नमेंट जॉब ना. वी आर फायटिंग फ्रॉम पिलर टू
लास्ट
पोस्ट.
20 years चार आमदारांनी कांयच करूंक ना.
I would say Karuna they have always taken people for granted. Benaulim, they have always taken minority for granted.
You are talking about one of the senior politician like Chachal Alema, who has been an MLA in this middle of this 20 years term.
दाखवायचे मरे कोणा जॉब दिलाय ते. दाखवायचे मरे किती गेले ते कोणाची. You tell me where is, show me the statistics मरे. रस्ते according कोत मरे रस्त्या दामोर light घालपाचे. That is normal मरे. Water, electricity and roads. These are the three major things where the government is doing all constituency. Is not. But
so
what about the jobs? What about the jobs? Now I'm just CRZ pay. Now our fishermen are suffering. Cavelossim, we have a lot of issue with CRZ. CRZ is the issue where the government of the day, like example center, we need to amend some rules which will help our fishermen. We are fighting. Italy वर्ष झालं मरे आता आमचे fishermen एक घर काढपा मेळना. But we are looking at this current government to do something. So we are looking for it. And I think during my time, in 2 years' time, I've seen a lot of changes, a lot of support from the government. So it is up to the people to decide whom they will support.
Tomorrow, just one before we have. Tomorrow, when Churchill talks about CM being his friend, you talk about government performing well. दोघे कोई समज एकच प्लॅटफॉर्माचेर दिसले then you are okay with that as far as Lok Sabha is concerned?
See, I am a Sarpanch which is heading a small village. I cannot represent everybody to say that Baba CM is my. We have our work with the government on daily basis. We need to get our work done. तुका आतां सांगलां एकटो भियोयता आनी रातचे वचून काम करून घेता. दुसरो उलयता सकाळीं वचून च्या माता. पूण फायनली कितें जाता
म्हाका सांगता सोद म्हणून
आयक रे फायनली कितें जाता आमी तरी वचत जाल्यार न्हू आमी बीजेपी म्हणटाय आमी काम करूंक गेले जाल्यार चोय तो तेगे म्हणटाय सो आमी कितें करपाचें
सांगता कोण काय म्हणलें तुका पत्ता तूं सांगो ना कोण ते
ना तुवें सांगलां न्हू तुवें आतां सांगलां न्हू आतां वॉट आय एम सेइंग इज करंट MLA ex-MLA what I am trying to tell you is they are creating this kind of situation but situation is not the same. Situation is different. Our work is completely development wise and we want to make sure we have left out of development for last 10 years. आमकां भास चुकली developmentaची आमकां भास चुकली we are very back so we cannot go on petty politics when it comes to development. See तुका 5 वर्सां दिता म्हाका आनी MLA ती 5 वर्सां युटिलायज करपाचें लोकांचो डेव्हलपमेंट करपाक त्या रस्त्यार डांबोर घालपाचो लायट आनी वॉटर इट इज अ पार्ट ऑफ द गव्हर्मेंट.
So coming on to this Lok Sabha, after Lok Sabha in 3 years time assembly elections असतले आता तर तुमच्या पडलेले डिक्सन आपणाचो आवाज करता म्हणून सो इज इट वन वे हो आवाज करता पळय डिक्सन गेटिंग रेडी फॉर असेंब्ली पोल्स?
See, as I said to you earlier also, people have given me these 5 years whatever to run my village and I think I'm doing my best and definitely, but I see definitely Benaulim, आमकां जे पडेन पोर्ट्रेट कोत्ताय न्हू तुका सांगलां हो नाका कोण ही पार्टी येता ती पार्टी येता लोक म्हणटा नेक्स्ट इलेक्शन people will vote for a person who will be in the government and who will get development and not begging the government or दिसाच्यो गाडी मारताय आनी मागीर रातीक वचून फायल पास करून जाय तसलें नाका आमकां. वी वॉन्ट हॉनेस्ट पॉलिटिशियन वी वॉन्ट आवर वर्क टू बी डन इन आवर विलेज दीस इज विल बी माय वन एंड ओनली मोटो.
सो डिक्सन गव्हर्मेंटान आसतलो.
What I try to say is Benaulim from 1999 we are not in ruling. So suffer कोण जाता suffer जाता लोक suffer जाता.
तूं डायरेक्टली कित्याक सांगना बाबा
look at that you see that Cavelossim to Margaon buses सारकी ना transportation सारकी ना nobody is talking about that. Unemployment, nobody is talking about that. You see the tourism infrastructure, what we supposed to get when we have all this stretch of big star hotel, when they pay crores of GST to the government, we are not getting a chunk. Nobody is fighting for that. We are fighting a petty politics on small things. आता पळय तुका सांगता हांव हे ते महागठबंधन आनी कोण alliance म्हणटाय न्हू it is the Congress versus BJP. There is nothing called alliance. After election, you see where are they.
So overall situation, South कित्याक म्हणटा?
No, South is you have to see that Congress have an edge. Congress is definitely have the edge because it is been Congress dominated, and it is versus the development which is done by the Modi government, which has been got infrastructure in Goa, whatever 3,500 crores in building bridges, roads and all. So it is the fight between the development of the Modi government against the one Congress to retain its identity. As I said, we are very peace-loving people. We are very much communal harmony. Our tourism is related because is increasing because our peaceful nature. So I think it is, and of course, unemployment is the key, and I think the youth will play a major role in this coming election.
Thank you, Dixon. Thanks for your time. Thank you very much.
Thank you.